Item: SCP-564. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-564 is to remain on the assigned bedding at all times. Due to the fragility of SCP-564-1, contact with SCP-564 requires special clearance for testing purposes only. For its own safety, access to its point of origin is to be restricted to those with approval for testing. Anything removed from the area is to be kept in the same container as SCP-564. Communication with SCP-564 requires Level 3 or higher clearance. Addendum: communication now required to be recorded visually as well. Communication with SCP-564 is now restricted to written notes with its available hand. See Test Log 564-04. Description: SCP-564 was located in, data expunged, which appeared to have been abandoned for at least years. Several commonplace tools were contained within the room, along with a few objects of unknown purpose or identity. SCP-564 appears to be a construction assembled of various materials, resembling an adult female human of exactly 1.5 meters in height. The outer shell of its form, making up most of the body, is primarily compressed sandstone, with traces of an unknown material. Inside the limbs, chest, and head runs a network of poorly insulated copper wire and rubber tubes, which carry a golden brown fluid of unknown composition. Eyes, resembling those of a normal person, are large pearls. There is also a small gap where a mouth would be, but aside from a rough shape, no other external body parts of normal humans have been replicated on the construction. SCP-564-1 resides in a cavity accessed by a panel on the chest region of SCP-564. It appears to be a large, transparent and slightly luminescent blob, surrounded by an iron ring with numerous holes in the edges. It is assumed to be highly elastic, as portions are stretched through holes in the iron ring and held in place with large, orange nails of an unknown alloy. Currently, SCP-564-1 contacts the ring in such a way in nine different locations around the ring. A network of wire appears to connect to each location and run to various points within the structure of SCP-564. SCP-564 is sentient. It appears to have severely limited control over the constructed body, and unless otherwise noted is completely immobile. The following observations have been recorded to date. It can move the right arm freely. Small movements of the left index and ring digits have been noticed. It can move the left leg freely at any point below the kneecap. Structures resembling eyes are active. However, only the right eye can move freely. Addendum: see Test Log 564-04. SCP-564 claims to have been human at one point. Its identity before its current form is assumed to be data expunged, who was recorded missing in 19. However, there is currently no evidence to support this.